Hey everybody, welcome to BS Live. I'm here with my special guests. Introduce yourselves. Hoff is just hanging out.
I'm just quiet as a mouse right now.
And we have Graz. Where's Graz at?
Hey, I'm right here. How's it going? This is the sound of my voice?
Could you turn your gain up a little bit, Rosie?
Yeah, can you turn it louder?
Is it
My
Graz?
speakers are still functioning, so it's...
I think
is
one
it?
popped.
Did it? Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah, that's alright.
Okay, there we're back.
Is that
That's
better?
a little better. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the sound of my voice. Can you do the sound of your voice now?
Hello.
This is the sound of my voice.
I thought it was some effect he had going on.
I was just yelling at my kids.
I was just gonna pretend it was purposeful. Like,
You're still doing better than the Asscast, so...
yeah.
Well, here we go. It starts. Hey everybody, welcome to BS Live, Builder Sessions Live. I don't know. It's a stupid name, and I thought it would be cool to call it that. This is the Christmas special. Is it still peaking? Is it still like clipping? Is it bad?
No, you sound beautiful.
Do I? Okay. So we are here with Graz, and we're here with Jackman.
Hi.
I am also here.
I am also here. How do you switch this stupid thing to grid view? This is...
Yeah, we're locked on Graz.
I'm currently here.
Nobody wants to look at that.
Gallery. Here we go.
Oh, come on, go back to me.
And
He
then
likes the attention.
I'm going to do this.
Everybody's got to talk at different times so we get to be on the center frame.
I'm just gonna yell me every 4 seconds.
Yeah, seriously. Hey! Hey! Okay. Well, welcome to the first episode of BS Live. Hey, Shopcat Industries is watching. Sweet.
Our first and only
Our
episode.
first and only after this. These two guys are going to be like, screw that. These guys
We're setting the bar. We don't know if it's high or low, but the bar will be set.
man. And my camera just shut off. This is going really well. my T5 that I have. Oh my gosh, it's like overheating or something. I don't understand. Anyways,
Overheating.
I don't know. It's giving me like an error message. It's a Canon T5i that I've been kind of using as like a HD webcam for the last like year, and now tonight it decides to shut off.
Actually, cannons are known to overheat.
Why?
The problem is the camera's been running for a year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's no
Non-stop.
off button.
I've been
You got to turn it off.
Yeah.
I've been live streaming my fish tank for an entire year. Let me just see if I can do this. Wow, welcome to the Technical Difficulty Show.
It's turned into a tech podcast instead of a
Yeah.
Christmas special.
Not even it's just difficulties, not even tech.
The
This
camera
sounds
plugged in?
Yeah,
feels very
camera's
familiar,
plugged
Graz.
in.
I know.
Okay.
I'm having flashbacks. So when are we going
Yeah.
to do the Urban Dictionary word of the day?
Pardon the EUS utility. Oh God. This is what Jackman looked like before we went on air, and then I'm just this now that we're live. This is great.
You guys know what a Vancouver Hot Pocket is?
Hoff's from there. He'll probably know.
Not from Vancouver.
Never mind. We'll just pump the brakes on that one.
Yeah, we don't want to know.
Yeah, no, I'm busy that day. All right. Okay, so welcome everybody. Yeah, let's go around the room, introduce ourselves, and then I believe Graz, I believe you committed to drinking a shot of eggnog every minute. Is that?
I was going to, but again, I think that probably would be bad now and tomorrow. So I'm going to. I'm just going to open a beer instead of
Oh,
some
there
knob.
we go. There we go.
There we go. A beer. Cheers. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Okay, so I guess that was your introduction, Jackman.
And that's also the sound of my voice. So
Yeah.
that-
I guess that's all we're getting from you then, huh, Graz?
This is the sound of my beer.
Jackman,
It's my turn?
it's
My
your
turn?
turn.
Is my game loud enough?
Are
I'm-
your ears bleeding from my intro?
Yeah. I'm Paul Jackman from Paul Jackman. I am here with no beverage other
Sweet.
than mostly empty water bottle.
Wicked. Sounds good. And Hoff, who are you and what are you doing here? Why are you at
I'm
home?
Hoff. I'm the half of the Builder Sessions, and I'm battling a cold, which is why I'm not with Lance. So I've also got a
Rosie.
nice big glass of water.
And you
And,
currently look like you're in an interrogation room.
Yeah.
Well, my computer's not facing the bedroom, so everybody gets to see the the bed and everything. So Lance figured this would be a better a better picture.
No
It's
one
time
wants
to grill
see
me
your
now.
sheets. All right.
Better call Saul.
Call Saul. Okay, so I want everyone to think about, as we get started, one interesting fact that no one knows about you, or that hasn't been released into the atmosphere yet.
Is this a PG-13 podcast, or what are we dealing with?
Well, it's all up to your level.
We can
of
determine that
comfort.
at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
We can determine that by the person who edits the podcast.
Yeah. Well, we are live on YouTube right now, so there's
Oh, okay. Note to self: we're live.
that. Note to self.
Yeah, Netflix just called. They canceled the show.
Yeah.
They canceled the meeting for proposed extension.
Yeah.
Damn you, Groz.
Sorry, it happens.
We were gonna have a conversation about this, but no, just don't bother coming in. All right, so you guys have something?
Ooh,
I'm not very
Yeah.
fun. I
You
don't
know,
know.
listen,
would you like-
see,
would
that
you
could
like
be
to go
one.
first?
No one knew that. I just assumed you're fun.
I'm not good at answering questions.
Is that a fun fact?
Yeah. I love dead air. It's it's my favorite.
Don't be like I don't like being in front of a camera.
There we go.
I don't like people telling me to perform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dance for me, Jackman.
Dance for me.
Dance for me, pallet boy.
Relax. I'm just taking pictures.
Well, how about you guys break the ice and
I'll
share
break the
us
ice.
what
Oh.
something we don't know about you.
I'll start this out.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Start it off. I learned how to ride a unicycle in grade 11 on my own. It probably took me about 4.5 weeks. And then I was able to somewhat master it. And I had fun with it. And that many years, I probably still I didn't become a professional or anything.
Okay.
Really?
You're not in the X Games right now?
No, and then a couple years ago, I went and hopped on thinking I had my skills,
Oh,
and
yeah.
definitely not. So it's not like riding a bike.
Oh, I was just gonna say, please tell me that was the line that you were like, it's just like riding my tailbone.
Yeah.
No,
crack.
no, I could not do it. I got frustrated and fell multiple times. So in my prior life, I was a unicyclist.
In
So-
a prior life. Wow.
There
Okay.
you go.
All right. I can go. I got one kind of along those same lines. Do you remember back in the day,
No.
X
No, I don't.
Games? X.
No,
I
this
know.
is you've already excluded
Jackman,
Jack.
how old are
He
you?
was not born back in the day.
I'm 17.
17.
It's never not funny.
I might as well be. I'm 31.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. I'm 37. So
It's
close
not
up.
good, but it's not bad.
It's bad when you're hanging out with like Graz and Jimmy and those guys.
How old are you, Gross?
Hey.
Age is but a number.
I just remember back in the day. No, I'm 42.
That's yeah.
Well,
Back in the day.
well, I thought you were my age when you lived here.
Right.
I was always like, wait, because you were
It
like
was
13 when we lived together, essentially.
pretty much. I was right out of college. But it
Yeah.
was the same experience because I thought you were the same age as me too.
Yeah, I had a big lollipop and a balloon, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Hi, what's your name?"
Yeah.
I was like, you haven't hit your growth spurt yet. You must be young.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, anyways, back in the day, when the Gravity games and the X Games were like kind of different and kind of bigger than they are now. Are they bigger? Were they bigger? I don't know. But I remember how they used to have aggressive inline skating.
I like how you used the word aggressive.
That's what it's called.
I prefer passive inline skating.
Passive inline skate. That's called roller skating, I think now. Roller derby. No, that's aggressive.
I think inline skating is actually coming back recently. I think that there's a kind of a pendulum swing back to popularity.
I think so. But I had like rollerblades made by K2, and they had like grind plates on them and stuff.
Holy.
And there was this like big rivalry between skateboarders and rollerbladers. And it was like, oh yeah, it was back and forth. And I was horrible at it, and I was a big chicken, and I was scared to like go out, take it off sick jumps. I was scared to do that. And I think I was in like grade 9, 10, 11, those years. And we went to skate parks and stuff, but one of my buddies ended up being sponsored by a local skate shop, so then he became like a celebrity. But that's a fact that not many people know about me.
But you do realize you're talking to someone who made Heelys, clog Heelys. So that's kind of like the third rival of the group.
I don't know if it is though. I think the jury's still out on that one.
Yeah, it's skateboards, rollerblades, and Heelys.
And clogs.
That's the trifecta.
Yeah.
And was it soaps? Were those the
Soaps? Yeah.
Yeah, those were sick. That you
Yeah.
could like do like intense walking, or what was it called? Extreme
Aggressive walking.
Aggressive walking?
Yeah. Yeah, like you could just like slide down a banister and then break your hip on the way down.
Nice.
Yeah,
What I got
soaps.
from Lance's story was that his friend got sponsored, and he was the one that got beat up by all the other skateboarders.
yeah. He got sponsored, and he, went off and did his thing, and then it was just me, lonely, and then I sold my K2s. Oh,
Well, you tried.
I had
You know.
I was such a poser. It was the stupid. I had like skate videos. This is way before YouTube was a thing. Back, Jack, when there was these things called VCRs.
Yeah, explain.
Yeah, they had like these ribbons. I know it's weird, but video could somehow embed itself onto this ribbon, and then you put it in this big black
gas
box.
powered thing that you kind of hand crank.
And then you take your hamsters, and then they spun this wheel, and it was a whole thing.
You could watch the best of Winston Churchill speeches with them. It was awesome.
Not up here, but
I don't know my Canadian diplomats or
yeah, me neither.
Best of Trudeau Senior.
Yeah, I mean maybe.
That's all I have.
All right, who's next? Who's next?
I'm trying to think of a.
I'm gonna go as you talk. I'm gonna try to get my camera to work again.
Great.
Good.
A
grief.
little fun fact that a lot of people don't know about me. I'm actually 6'2".
And I'm 5'7".
Short. I play short on the show, so I'm a thespian. So I mean, I've acted for a while, so I can really know how to play small.
Interesting.
No,
And
tough
I
crowd.
play tall on TV. I have a little person I ride on their shoulders the entire time.
Huzzah!
They were very, very strong.
Very,
And
yeah.
You're
It's
overcoat.
it's a union job. They're paid well.
They have
So
scoliosis, but they
Hey.
they do what they do.
The benefits.
So
are
you're
out of this
6'2", and
one.
everybody else is 6'11", 7 feet.
Yeah.
Well, everyone else was like in the background, so we all kind of looked this. I mean, I looked smaller, but it was like a whole force perspective thing. It's a video. Like I don't want to get into it.
I'm
but
not
it's
a tall
video
person.
thing.
I just play one on TV.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Graz-
So did you pick the small straw, Gross?
Maybe.
The short straw.
Graz is
we had a-
embarrassed about how tall he is, so the whole show is just green screen.
Yeah, we had a pinata, but I couldn't reach it to actually get my
Yeah.
number. So.
Okay.
It's too bad
That
you
makes
guys. You had how many makers? Someone couldn't make you some stilts.
Paul, remember I think it was like the day of when the show came out, when we were eating breakfast and we were reading those ridiculous articles that were written about us.
Yeah.
And it said I was 5'11", and I think it said you were like 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
And it was basically like we're the same height.
Yeah, which I don't know why that was a thing, but there's like these websites that just crawl data, and like the Netflix show comes out, and they're like, "Oh, learn these 10 fun facts about John Graziano."
No, the greatest one was
Who's that?
your mother's maiden name was Obama.
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing ever.
Which is funny because that's something I said in an interview at one point in time as a joke.
Yeah,
But
I have
they
no
just-
idea how they crawl those.
No, I don't know either.
Oh, that's funny.
That should have been your fun fact for the night.
Yeah. Where were you on that one?
I know.
Oh,
That's
wow.
my fun fact. My mother's maiden name is Obama.
Yeah, I guess my fun fact was the internet thinks I'm way taller than I am, which I'm okay with.
That's fair. All right. So part of the, hey, we got some people on the chat. I feel like such a YouTuber, such a Twitch streamer. Shopcat Industries and Dirt Nerds. Tim's here.
Can I
Tim.
just
You
visually
can say hi to
wave?
Tim.
I'm
Good
waving
evening.
right now.
Virtually waving. Okay, so one of the main reasons we wanted to do this is because it's so close to Christmas, and we wanted to kind of compile a holy crap, it's almost Christmas. I still have to buy something for the handy person in my life, the maker person in my life, the whoever you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. And so we have 3 categories. There's based on price, our lowest price. I mean, whatever. Stocking stuffers. Okay, that's the lower. What do you think the range would that be? $5 to what,
I mean,
20?
Well, I mean, you're talking to 2 Netflix stars, so I mean,
Yeah.
Price.
the scale
Say,
is like
I was
probably
Under
thinking like-
1,000?
Yeah, under $1,000.
$6 to $12.
Yeah.
Like
Under
we're in a
th-
whole nother like
Oh, right.
echelon of money.
Right. I don't know.
So we got Netflix stars and teachers, so we got to kind of.
Yeah, we got-
How
yeah,
many
no,
people
so
ever even
let's-
heard of?
Let's pump the brakes here, Warbucks. All right. Let's just...
We're a lot closer than you would think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so stocking stuffers, like lower third. Next category is more than your average socks and underwear. That's the middle of the road category. Okay, and then the most expensive category is the heavy hitter. And just for everyone, just for you four, you three, on the stream they can see me, but in the chat you guys can't see me, but you can hear me, right?
we could hear you.
We can hear you.
You can hear. I blow it out
The gain
again.
is perfect.
How's the game?
Levels are perfect.
Are your
Okay.
ears
Yeah.
bleeding? Because I feel like I did some damage. Please don't sue me. And then in between the categories, we have some other activities we're going to do, some stories we're going to share, and it's going to be fun. Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so stocking stuffers. And all of these, I'll put links. I'm going to try to put links to all these in the description for future reference, but not right now. So you'll have to Google them by yourself. All right, stocking stuffers. Who wants to go first? Does anyone have one that's burning a hole in their pocket? Could you imagine if someone brought a lighter? That'd be awesome. There it
Oh,
is.
How about a comically large lighter?
Ooh.
With a comically small flame.
Yeah.
I was expecting like a 12-inch flame. It was like
I was so upset when I picked this thing up, and then it was just a normal sized.
you know you can like mod those things to like make the flame way taller.
Tell me more.
You can remember the old
There's a white gear.
yeah.
It's called hairspray.
No,
So if you-
Go
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, there's like you can take like the metal around there, and like you're saying that there's like a white gear or something on there, and you remove it, and it makes way more gas go, and like the flame like gets super tall.
Yeah, I like this
So
idea.
if you take that like metal sheath covering, I never did this in high school.
Yes.
You can pop that off if you want. Okay.
This just turned into a
You may-
DIY video.
You may not want to do this.
explode.
Allegedly. And so you know that gear or the black little tab that's sticking out?
Yeah.
You can go full, and then if you pop that silver thing up, you can lift it up and bring it back and set it down and then go full again. Like a typewriter.
Okay.
And it cranks
Like-
that plastic
Like a
gear-
typewriter.
I don't know. Back and forth. That was the only thing. Do you know what those are?
Nice topical reference.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember what those are?
Vaguely.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
That was like the thing that had dial up on it, right?
Yeah.
That's where we talked in AOL chat rooms.
14.4. That was my first modem. And then I upgraded to a 56K.
Nerd alert.
Yeah. Says Graz.
Jumadi yet? Come on, let's do it.
What are you
I
doing?
can't get the screws out. There's screws that are holding that thing in.
Oh, is there?
Well, maybe a Leatherman should be your stocking stuffer so you can mod your light.
I need one with a smaller screwdriver. I
Mini
tried.
screwdriver set.
There's your stocking stuffer.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a Leatherman on my list, but it's a stocking stuffer by size, but not by budget.
Okay. Well, you make
There
your
we
own
go.
decisions. This is free.
They're
We all
pricey.
have free
And-
will here.
My stocking stuffer pick, which is like under $50, doesn't fit in a stocking. So I'm having trouble here.
Is it a Jackman size stocking?
I mean, it could be. Maybe we should say that.
Yeah. So, are you just going to leave us hanging?
Yeah,
Right.
just like a stocking. I was figured under $50 for a stocking stuffer. I was
Okay.
going to suggest the plastic sawhorses, the folding plastic sawhorses.
Okay.
They're like a pair of them for like $30-$40, and they're super lightweight, compact. I have like 3 sets of them in the barn, and you can just like tuck them away in the corner. You don't know they're there, and I don't know. I think they're great for what they cost.
You
How
definitely
tall
did a
do they
big
go?
One height, whatever the height is. I don't know what they are.
Is that
Whatever
30?
Not like
the-
mini.
Whatever the
30
going height of sawhorses is.
Yeah, standard height.
Standard height.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. In Canada, is that like a different 12 kilometers or something?
We don't have codes for height restrictions.
I'm guessing it's like 32 inches, 34 inches
Yeah.
high. So in Canadian, that's however many Celsius.
Oh, we use inches in Fahrenheit.
It's- I think-
Centimeters.
Yeah, it's 7 litres of.
Litres. Celsius. All right. So folding plastic sawhorses. Any brand in particular? Not a sponsor.
No, I mean they got them at the hardware stores, Home Depot, Lowe's. They have their own brand name version.
Are
of
those
them.
the ones that you can get in the kid thing at Toys R Us? With the, you know how like there's like a Home Depot set that you can buy for your kid? Are those plastic
it's-
ones?
It's probably the same. They're probably the same size too. Like they're probably identical.
But you get a free hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, plastic hammer.
Yeah. No lead shot in that thing. Okay. Oh, Beaver
So-
Tails. Shopcat Industries, he's also from Canada. He says we use metric sawhorses about 1 to 2 beaver tails tall.
Beaver tails.
I thought that was like the guy's YouTube name. I was like, oh, that's a cool beaver tails. I like that.
Yeah. That was my band name in college.
Is that like what you guys wear for like a formal tie? It's like a beaver tail.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
The pelt.
Yeah. Excuse me. I'll have you
That-
know.
That's your business look.
That'd be a good podcast name, but it's spelled TALE instead of
Oh.
TAIL.
Check you out.
Oh,
Here we go.
there you go.
Let's write that one down.
That's yours for the taking.
There you go. See, we're just a wealth of bad puns and great podcast ideas.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently Shopcat Industries wears hockey stick blades for ties. That I don't know.
All
I
right.
can't relate to that one as a fellow Canadian.
I'm picturing like a bolo tie, but with the laces from a hockey skate.
I was picturing a bolo tie with a beaver tail.
There you go. Perfect. Okay, who wants to go next? Stocking stuffers.
So what's the what is the price limit for the
Just
stocking
cheaper.
stuffer?
I don't know.
Whatever you want to spend on a
Just
stocking
make
stuffer.
a freaking
I don't
call
know.
here.
I don't know if old age has hit me, but I know we were podcasting a couple days ago. I can't find my GD microphone, but I also like a great stocking stuffer that I had that I think Jackman can attest how bright it is. It was like a $30 flashlight.
Your
from
future?
Amazon.
Yes.
But it was like a $30 rechargeable flashlight that's like brighter than the surface of the sun.
Oh yeah.
And every once in a while, me and Derek would stand on the porch of our condo, and I would just flood their condo with the light emitting from this ridiculously bright flashlight. And I always thought that was kind of like a throw that in your in the back of your car or something like that. And it's actually a very a handy tool. I forget. It's like a generic, like
Is it like Nebo or something? Is that what?
something like that. Yeah, it's I don't like Amazon always has like bad like titles. It's like 8 million lumens, but it's obviously not that.
250 million candle power
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
in one LED.
it's ridiculously bright. Where it's like it's absurd. It's like blindingly bright. But for like $30, it's one of those really good things just to have in your car, in your toolbox. If you're working on your car or something like that, it's something handy that like I think everyone can kind of benefit from.
Yeah.
Is it battery powered or gear driven? Because I had one in high school that was gear driven, so you could wind it up for light.
It's you have like a tiny bike, and you're just like,
Yeah.
I gotta just keep it. Like, no, it's rechargeable. But like, I remember being at Jimmy's, and he had a light that was like ridiculously bright too. And I mean,
That was like from Google or something.
yeah, it was
right?
like the Google flashlight that would like melt and like this. I've put to like my T-shirt with it on, and it started smoking. So it's like I think you could cause a fire with it. It's so hot. But yeah, something like that. It's a pretty good tool in your toolbox.
That's awesome. Okay, Hoff, you got something?
I've got one.
Is that a vape
Pregnancy test. It's a
The Pika pencils and fine dry, or this one is the Pika fine one. So it's a little retractable pencil. And then they also have.
I was gonna say, does it come dried out or?
It does. Yeah, you have to wet it before you use it.
hey.
They've also got markers too for doing like for tracing holes if you're trying to transfer holes through to another piece of metal or wood or something. And they got these really cool little clips that can clip onto your work belt or pants. I've got a bunch at school and I love them. So yeah, check them out.
How much jingle for that bad boy?
Yeah. What's that?
How much jingle for that bad boy?
I think they're like $13.
Yeah, they're a little. Like, you can get them at like Home Depot and like Lowe's, but they are a little pricey for a pen. But they are super handy.
Yeah. Well, this one's the fine. They've got a thicker one that's got a wider lead that seems to work pretty good. But yeah, I like them. They also have a pencil sharpener on the one end, so you can sharpen your pencil.
Oh man, they've really evolved since I had one.
Yes.
There you go.
Success.
Yes.
Boom.
You gotta take a screenshot of Jack. You're like, oh, goo.
That's awesome. Burned his beard off.
Yeah, you had the same reaction when you gunned the can up in Jimmy's room.
Holy.
There you go. That's a Japanese flame.
That's kind of a fun story. We can tell that later or right now if you want to hear it.
Go ahead.
We was it lunchtime, I guess? We were sitting around taking a break at lunchtime, and we had like one of those big like Timberlock screws sitting there, and I was just like fiddling with stuff while we were talking, and me and Graz were just sitting there. We had an empty seltzer can, and for some reason I decided to put the screw in, chuck it in a cordless drill at an angle, and then I put the can over the head of the screw and then just pulled the trigger.
It was like an impact, like it instantly went like 1,000 RPM.
Yeah, it just torqued it immediately, and we didn't see, like, it happened so fast we didn't know where it went, and it just flew up in the air and never came back down.
I think I posted video on my Insta, like it literally, like it's so fast, you hit the thing and it just disappears, and for a second we're like, where did it go? Like, we're kind of looking around to hear a noise, and everyone in the background kind of stops and goes like, what the hell was that? But we don't hear it fall, and we're like, where did it go? Like, it evaporated, or either that or it's in orbit right now.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, for like 3 or 4 minutes we were just looking for it because we figured we'd hear it like hit something and then fall, but it never fell. And then what did we do? We like
we got your little camera on a stick. I like climbed up on a ladder. Yeah, on a giant 2x4, stuck it up on the wall so we could see if it was above the wall, and it had like lodged itself on top of the wall somehow, like in the insulation.
That St. Croix can is like in Jimmy's, like it's gonna be forever up there. It's like a time capsule.
I'm sure it's still there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was one of those like instantly it just I've never seen something move so quickly that we were just like, what happened? Where did it go?
Yeah. I don't know what I thought would happen, but it wasn't that.
That's the
I was just
definition of magic.
yeah, I was just being an engineer. You just try stuff and see what happens, and hopefully
It was
nobody
like
dies.
it was magic because we literally for 2-3 minutes we had no idea where it went. Yeah, there it is.
Come on, focus.
Yeah, and then it just evaporates. And then you like that the kid at school are like I didn't do anything. You put the tool down.
Yeah, push the drill away.
Yeah, and it just
Jeez.
That reminds me.
Grass just happened to be filming because he had this little camera he was playing around with.
That's awesome.
yeah, and then I think it cuts to like us like kind of jimmying the thing all the way up to like the rafters,
I
and
think
there's like
so.
a green Saint or LaCroix can all the way up in the in the rafters.
Oh,
But
I
you
was
can see
dying.
everyone in the background being like, "What the hell was that noise?"
just right by their head.
Yeah, there it is.
Wow.
Yeah, there it is.
That's
Cool.
hilarious.
And for all you audio listeners, I spun a can on a drill and it ended up on the top of the wall.
We just wove a tale.
Yeah.
That reminds me of my son. It was just his birthday, and he got these things for his birthday that are picture like a plastic orb with like a ton of holes in it with a computer fan inside, and apparently it's a big thing on TikTok. And they start spinning, and this fan revs super high, and you can do like boomerang moves with it and stuff. And you just let it go, and it like shoots around your room, and it like takes out your cat and what it's. She got two of them.
Sign me up.
My daughter is like terrified of them.
Yeah, it like you throw it and it just kind of circles back at you.
Yeah, if you do it right, or it hits your kids in the head if you do it wrong. I guess depends who you are.
All right.
that-
I mean,
That sounds like a win-win in my book.
taking the kids and the cats out.
Yeah,
Yeah, two birds.
that'll teach them.
That'll teach them for existing. I don't know.
Just
All right.
for being born.
Yeah,
Yeah, for being
That's
dumb.
that's probably
Not your kids,
that's
but
probably
just
my
kids in
bad.
general.
Both of those, being born and being dumb. I had something.
What's
to
your
do with
stocking
both of
stuff for
those.
Rosie?
Well, mine is really simple. It's one of these. It's a punch. It's a spring punch, just like center punch with a spring, but it's not the one that you like stretch and let go. It you push it down and it clicks.
Yeah, those are great.
And I didn't know about these until this year, actually. And
Where did you get that? I keep buying them and they keep sucking. Like I've bought probably 6 of them,
really,
and like I'll click it twice and then it will just be like
oh really?
nothing.
this
Yeah,
is not-
it sucks. And then you have to like unscrew it, then put it back, and then it will click like I'll stop doing this. It'll click like 2 more times and it'll just stop clicking. It's super annoying.
Believe it or not, this one came in a there's a brand, I don't know if Harbor Freight has them. There's a company up here called Princess Auto, and it's essentially Harbor Freight. And there's a brand called Blacksmith, and they sell like clamps and they sell all this other stuff. And it came in a set of step bits, and it has it's a center
With
punch.
step bits. Okay.
Yeah, it has like like the main 5 step bits, and then
Yeah.
threw in a punch too.
All right.
So it's cool. I think the whole package was what was it? I think they were like $19 for the, or no, actually no, those step bits were there's like $50 for the step bits, and then they threw this in. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I know I use mine more than I would ever think. Like I got one, I was like, that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll use that. And it's like all the time I go and grab for it.
Well, because the first one that I've used to having is the one with the spring on the outside, and you lift it up and let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And that one just like, yeah, that one, in my experience, sucks. You just lift it up and it just like flops everywhere, and like
Yeah, it goes blah, 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 blah.
yeah,
Yeah, you hurt yourself.
yeah, you hurt yourself, get your finger caught between the spring things. What are those each weave and a spring called? Is it a weave? spring things, a rung,
Coil?
a coil, coil.
Coil? Coil sounds right.
Well, the whole
Yeah.
the whole thing is the coil. I don't know.
Is it? I don't know.
Who cares?
Can you use these on wood and metal?
Yeah, I showed my son how it works on our table here in the studio, and it definitely made a big dent in the wood.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I use it on steel when I'm making not Jackman.
I successfully removed a little bit of metal, so now that dial can go all the way around.
Oh, there. It's like,
How? Okay,
Aw,
crank it
wait.
up.
oh, boo.
You're just out of fluid.
Yeah, I
You burned it all.
just use it all on this podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I use mine on my steel
is.
when I'm making
Yes.
knives. But maybe because the steel is so hard that it will like kind of not work all the time. Like I'll probably have like a 60% success rate with that, and then I have to undo it and then unscrew it, then tighten it back up, and then it works again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nice.
You're buying the disposable punches.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
your disposable lighter now that you just burn.
Yeah, you use it once and then it's good.
That's how you quit smoking.
Just
It's just like you burn
gone.
all the lighter fluid at once.
right.
Oh,
It's
that's
just like a
good.
match, but
Yeah.
more
Yeah,
expensive.
it's a 12-foot
It's a match.
cigarette.
It's just a really
Liquid
technical-
fuel matches.
yeah,
Right.
just a really complicated match. Hey, look what I did. Gone. Okay, so that was stocking stuffers. Thank you everyone for bringing some stuff. Okay, so we're gonna switch gears a little bit, and instead of getting right into the next category, Jackman and Graza, could you guys share your craziest maker story? Like you're like, whoa, it could be danger, it could be like rubbing elbows with a celebrity, it could be just something that you would classify as crazy. Your craziest maker story. And while you're thinking about that,
Again, yeah, we got to keep it PG that we're live.
Yeah, I know. Everything that immedily came to mind is like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
I'm
say
just
that.
ready to unleash, but
Rolling the red carpet out.
Yeah.
try to hold back.
yeah,
I guess I could go. I mean, mine is kind of the origin story of just moving in this building.
yeah,
Like moving in an apartment that Paul and Kristen lived in, and then it just my life path kind of went, all right, we're going this way, and then it was a very hard right, and then I mean it's kind of a crazy way that it everything kind of fell into place. And I mean I've told the story numerous times, but it's still hard to process. So I would say that's at least my crazy story.
taking the sentimental angle, I like it. I like it.
Yeah. He's
Yeah, I
living in
mean,
my-
I've broke every thing that Jackman has made in here. Just like, no, your toilet cover is still here, so
That's still there.
it's warping, and it's like the glue is just holding on by like the last bit of like we're
Yeah.
still holding. But every steamy shower I take, it's slightly peeling back.
And
One of those times you're gonna be sitting on the toilet and it's just gonna let go. And it's gonna like
I'm gonna
throw
get
you forward.
shrapnel in my back. Be like, oh God, what? Why?
why is this happening to me?
So, some context for people,
Jackman.
that's my first YouTube video. I made a pallet wood toilet tank cover. And it's got kind of a bent lamination on it before I really knew how to do bent lamination. So it's like kind of glued on there and brad nailed on there, just barely holding on. And that was 8 years ago, maybe.
A long time ago, yeah.
I'm surprised it lasted that long.
No, it's still definitely covering the top of the toilet.
It's doing its job.
Yeah, it's definitely yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, I for one hate the tops of toilets, so
Yeah.
It's a necessity to cover. I'm surprised how many people wanted me to make one of those for them. Like I got multiple emails from people. It's like, hey, can you make me a cover for my toilet tank too? And I was like, are you going to send me your toilet tank cover, or like, you going to send
Yeah,
me
like,
dimensions of it? How are we? How
they're
are we
not
doing this?
universal.
Yeah,
Walnut and ebony.
Yeah.
right. High-end toilet tank covers. coming to
I
Etsy.
mean,
The box
at this
shows up
point,
with just like a
why-
bunch of chips of porcelain at the bottom.
right.
I think we should collab. Like, why haven't you like power carved an actual pallet wood toilet at this point?
Ooh.
Should.
I mean, that's kind of
pallet
the
wood epoxy
yeah
river
circle of
toilet.
life. You did
Functioning
the top, now you gotta
toilet.
do the rest.
Functioning.
Like a fully wooden, like sealed toilet.
I feel like we could.
I think that would be an amazing video.
Might have to build it in 2 halves and then put them together.
Yeah,
but
they
Yeah.
just glue them together. Yeah.
yeah, and then fiberglass it and epoxy it.
And
Yeah.
make it a river table on the top because everyone likes that.
Yeah. So you can see into the tank when it fills up with
Yeah,
water.
right in the middle. There's like you can
Yeah.
see it go down.
And it goes all the way up and over the top. It's like a waterfall.
You can watch your turds just float down
That would
to your
be,
septic
yeah,
tank.
that would be the best thing ever. Yeah, you get the river table this way, so you could be like, there
Yeah.
it goes.
Ooh.
And
Look, all my toilets.
elongated 2-piece toilet.
Yeah. Someone's healthy.
My toilet's clogged. Oh yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta make sure you router the edges though, because you don't want any splinters.
You can
Yeah,
yell at your
that,
kids.
and then you could do a wooden bidet too that you can
Ooh.
like put
Talk
on
about
top.
splinters. You got to
Yeah,
be
shoot
careful with
water
a
out.
wooden bidet.
Yeah,
Not good.
So you just thread your garden hose into.
yeah, perfect.
Just skip the middleman. Just use the garden hose.
Yeah,
Right.
all right.
Just outside in your backyard.
I mean,
Write that down.
it's
Wooden
fine.
toilet,
It's
wooden
fine.
pallet wood toilet would do it.
Wooden
Okay,
pallet wood.
beaver tails and pallet wood toilet. Got it.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. Jackman, what about you? Was this what you just witnessed? Would this be one of the?
I mean,
crazies?
really, the story of me and Graz meeting is pretty great. It's hard to beat that. And he's currently in my old kitchen right now.
This is literally where Jacqueline's magic happened,
Yeah.
Ooh.
minus the instant pot.
Yeah, his computer's sitting on a kitchen island that I built.
Yeah, that's a
That's a cat that I built right
new
there.
cat. This is Dusty. Yeah, no, this
He's
is the
thrilled.
kitchen island. It's a former video of yours,
Yeah.
and the Massachusetts sign is still on the door as well.
I forgot about that. And the
Yeah.
deck in the backyard. I built that deck.
Oh, I ripped that up.
Okay, good.
Don't tell.
Sounds
Chris.
like Jack might have some warranty issues here.
It was gonna fall down anyway, so I'm glad you.
Yeah,
took
it
down
was
first.
not well made. Oh, cat! Oh, ripping my leg apart.
I mean,
but-
besides me and Graz meeting, me and Tim went to Washington D.C. a couple years ago in January I think it was January 6th, and just hung out, saw some sights there, and it was a good time. Nothing else to say.
Saw some sights.
Yeah.
Can't share.
I mean,
PG.
you guys are like. I mean, I would call you guys like pretty proud boys of that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Very proud of ourselves.
The Canadians go silent.
We're not allowed to have opinions on this stuff.
No, we don't want to talk about it either. Nobody does.
Yeah. Yeah. This is shades of the ass gas right now.
Oh boy. Hey, Rhodes PC joined us. He wants,
Hey, Rhodes, what's
he
happening?
wants a recap of the last half hour.
Didn't miss much.
Yeah, we're talking about wooden
Big flames.
toilets,
Yeah.
Wooden
There's a
toilets,
recap.
big flames,
And
and toy
modding
sawhorses.
lighters. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so let's go around the table. So mine was a really bright flashlight. Jacqueline was sawhorses.
Yeah. Plastic
You guys
sawhorses.
Hoff was crayons,
Yeah. Expensive glorified crayons, yeah.
Sharpies, but like
64 colors.
really thin. It has the pencil sharpener in the back, the crayon sharpener in the back.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
that
clip.
that was such a flex back in elementary school.
Oh
when
my
you had to
gosh, that
sharpen it.
box! Like,
Oh,
it was like a cathedral for crayons.
oh yeah. And then you just had them all laid out. Be like, oh, do you want
Oh.
yours sharpened?
Oh, you want blue? Would you like cyan or would you like
Burnt sienna?
robin's
Sure.
egg?
Did you guys have the plastic pencils that had the lead in it? That was like a piece of plastic with lead on it,
Oh, and you
and
push
you
it
pulled
through.
it out of the end and put it in the back when it was done.
Oh, yeah. We
The
that's
GI
weird you say
track
that.
pencil. Yeah.
I was just talking about that at work like 2 days ago because there's like these production lights where you can like stack them, and I was like, that looks just like the old school like pencil where
Yeah.
you'd be like, I want blue, and then you'd be like, hold on, I gotta get blue. and then you'd get the final like blue one, and then
Or
you could just
you
draw on
jab something in the back and just then you're forever.
They were
picking
great
them
little
up.
dart guns
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
lasted as a pencil for like one class, and then that was it. Like you
Yeah,
pulled them
they-
out. If you took the lead, you took them all out and put one in backwards. It was like a perfect blow dart gun.
It was like
thing.
a pellet gun.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And it had lead on the end of it. It was like lethal. You could probably draw blood.
Sounds like a blow dart.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And then mine was a spring punch, but not the one that you like a clicky
Oh
one.
yes, the center
Alright.
punch.
Okay, now we're moving on to category number 2. More than your average socks and underwear. Let's go first. So that's how everyone has categorized this, or has how do I say this? Everyone has different ideas about how much these categories should cost.
We all
Right.
come from different professions.
Yeah,
so
we're
let's
not
just run with
all
it.
Netflix stars. We can't all afford everything.
Can you just rephrase it? We're not all Emmy nominated.
Oh,
Netflix
sorry.
stars?
Oh, there it is. I
Thank you.
was wondering when that was gonna come. Let's hear. Let's
Thank
hear
you.
it. Come on.
Round of applause.
I have a sound
Let's-
effect for that on here somewhere, but I don't know where it
We're not going to bring up what the Emmy was for. It was for us.
We're just Emmy nominated.
It
Doesn't
was
matter.
for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without us, there's no footage to edit, so we're all Emmy nominated.
It's like best craft services.
is.
The award goes to Rudely.
Yeah. Shout out rudely.
All right. More than your socks, average socks or underwear. What price ranges do you think would fall under this? What do you think?
I was thinking like $100 to $200.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Jeez.
Sorry.
I want to
That's
come to
great.
Christmas
I
at
like
your
it.
house.
What's your big gift?
It's in the thousands.
It's a
Me and
brand.
Jackman are on pretty. I'm with Jackman here.
All right.
Okay. I gotta step up my my
Holy
Christmas game
shit.
apparently.
The heavy hitter is once every 5 to 8 years, right? It's not. You don't get it
Right.
every year.
Oh,
No, it's
okay.
very
that's
special.
what it is. I'm
You go,
so.
yeah.
No. Okay.
Wow.
It's one of the TV commercials with the giant bow on the top of the car.
Oh
what it
yeah.
is.
Okay. That's where
Or-
we're going with this.
Or it's the first tier in Jackman's OnlyFans.
Oh
That's
yeah.
true.
That's true. The
Mm.
foot one, right?
Or the top Patreon tier.
Yeah, it's
It's-
just his big toe.
You got to pay for each toe individually.
And if you catch him on a good day, he'll draw a little face on the toenail.
Oh,
If you buy 4 to get 1 free.
he calls it Toe Rogan.
You get the whole foot.
Yeah.
My top Patreon tier is like 41 million something. It's whatever. There's like some.
Isn't there
Highest
a boat
number.
involved? or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. It's you get a ride on my private boat. I don't own one yet, but we'll buy one with the $41 million, and then go take a ride on
The
boat.
guitar boat.
It could be the guitar boat.
That's
Could be the guitar boat.
the
Yeah.
guitar,
What if
yes.
Bezos was like a big fan and was like, "Yeah, I'm calling your
Worth
bluff,
every
boom."
penny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
worth
We'll buy-
it. Yeah.
We're buying a boat.
Screw world hunger. I'm going on a boat with Jackman.
A phallic shaped boat like his to match his spaceship.
Yes,
There it
it
is.
has to be.
There it is. Okay. So who wants to go first with this one?
Well, I guess I guess let's cap it at like a hundo. You think, roughly?
Well, these guys say what, 200? 1 to 200?
I mean, that's
Yeah.
Oh, question from
Alright.
the chat before we get going. Where is the guitar boat?
Did that end up at Jimmy's friend's house?
Yeah, I think like Jimmy's friend has some sort of like a lot of land and hosts like EDM like
Burning Man?
festivals. Yeah, no,
Kinda,
it's-
yeah.
Yeah, he like one night he like texted all of us and was like, "Here's all the builds," and the guy was like, "I'll take them all," and he just took them and just kind of like put them about his like his land. Like, wasn't the dinosaur like holding like a welcome sign like right?
I think so. And
Yeah.
so we all took bits and pieces of the build. So I have the head of the dinosaur, so that the dinosaur is there headless, but he had some like emoji head on top of it.
Yeah,
So Jimmy's just like panning around this guy's property, having this like disco EDM party.
yeah, it
And
was
there's
like,
just a giant dinosaur there with an emoji head on it, and like a pirate ship in the background. And
yeah,
just
and
like
the
everything.
soccer shoe car was like his mailbox.
yeah. Yeah.
But I think he literally did it out of spite to annoy his like other neighbors. Wasn't he saying that?
I think so. Somebody complained, and he's like, "All right, you want to
Yeah.
complain? Here's a giant dinosaur."
Yeah. Show you. All right, $100 to $200 for the more than your average socks and underwear category.
Now, is this Canadian or American?
Oh boy.
American socks or
$100 to
Canadian
$200
No.
Canadian is like $12
Currency.
American.
If we're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
200 American, like, geez, that's about what, 600 Canadian?
That's
Yeah,
a,
yeah,
that's a
like
heavy hitter.
900 Labatt Blue cans of beer.
Oh my gosh.
So me and Pat Lapp had these coins made.
Oh,
That's the Pat Lapp side, which is worth $1. And then the Jackman side is worth 75 cents because of the conversion ratio at the time.
That's so funny.
That's wicked.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Anyway, I don't know where we're going with that, but that was relevant for some reason.
That's awesome. Where did he? So how did you guys get? Is there a company that does that?
Yeah, so one of his buddies up in Canada was like, "Hey, you guys want a coin? I'm gonna make one with your face on it."
Oh, that's cool.
Jackman has a Graz-sized coin, and I have a Jackman-sized Graz coin, courtesy of Tim Sway.
Yeah,
So he did one all out of aluminum. So this is
Had-
all the
Wow.
Graz coin that will ever be minted, and it's one, and it's worth 1 billion Jackman coins.
but it says heads wins on it.
And there's also a
Right.
cat butt on the other side. Look at that. I'll highlight it
A cat
right there.
butt. I love it. I love
Stare
it.
into it. Stare into
Stare
it.
into it. Just
Heads
let it
wins on
happen.
our coin too.
Oh yeah, heads I win. It says
Tails.
worthless.
Tails you lose.
Oh,
Worthless.
Womp,
Oh.
womp.
wah, wah.
A lot of visual gags for this audio medium.
Yeah. Well, we're on video. It's all good.
Can I show you guys a card trick?
Oh,
That's
please.
silent?
Yes.
No, that it's a joke.
I've been
because-
waiting.
It's a card trick. You can't see it or hear it.
Says every one of our of our listeners. Please, yes.
Yeah, wait,
Show
hold on.
me.
I'll make all the listeners disappear.
I think that happened a long time ago.
Holy,
It
Abracadabra.
worked.
they're long gone.
Yeah.
I think I was telling you guys when we were doing the Askcast, we plotted every week our viewership went lower. And then Jackman did his Jackman math, and we figured out like a date where it would be 0. And we
Yeah.
were going to do a live audience then.
To nobody.
Just you guys hanging out and having lunch.
Yeah, just be like,
Yeah.
anyone
that's
have any questions? Okay.
The waitress is like, dude, shut up. What are you talking
Yeah. Why do you have
about?
a microphone inside Chili's?
Nobody cares. Freaking weirdos. All right. Hoff, you want to start this one off?
Sure.
See what I did there?
Visuals for the podcast, right?
Yes.
This puppy.
What the hell is that?
Oh.
Is that a glue gun?
That's the M12 installation driver. Which it has detachable heads. I actually just got this last year, so it's got a 3/8 chuck on it.
Ah.
So a 3/8 chuck can come with it. It's got a 1/4 inch
Ooh.
hex attachment for your like driver bits. It's got a 90-degree
Oh, yeah.
hex attachment for it, and it's even got a offset. So it's wicked. I use it for installing cabinets and anything around the house. It's nice and light. I think it's about 200, maybe 220 in Canada. But it's pretty wicked, as is all the other Milwaukee tools.
I have
that would be my gift.
I have the same attachments for my fleshlight.
You have
Is
the
that
offset and the
cordless
90?
too?
Especially that
It's cordless,
90.
yeah,
That
it's-
90 is the one.
Oh no, the 90. Let me tell you, the 90.
And it takes Milwaukee batteries too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It takes 5
The
of them. but
knockoff ones.
Yeah, it's the ones I find on Amazon.
It takes 5 of them, but
Yeah, it doesn't need a quick very quick charge.
you plug it in. You can plug it into AC, but the whole neighborhood's lights dim when it turns on.
Anyway, sorry. I had to say it.
Anyway.
Anyway,
All right, who's next?
I got one. So for about 100, I don't know with inflation now, but I would recommend the Bauer metal cutting bandsaw from Harbor Freight. It's a game changer as far as cutting metal because I would use discs, grinders to cut metal, and I had one explode on me, and luckily it didn't go into me. And then I went to the metal cutting bandsaw, and it's the best $99 I've spent on a tool, I think, probably in my entire shop, because no sparks, no danger of things exploding and going into your eyeballs and stuff like that, and it's just the best thing ever.
Is that like the Portaband?
Yeah, it's the Portaband, and
Similar
then
to
if
that.
you you add like a swag pedal to it, it's the best thing ever for like cutting metal and then and other materials. And I think it's still about $100, $120, but definitely will save your eyeballs and shrapnel into your chest if you're not a big fan of them.
Oh, that's cool.
Does it drop into the metal, or do you have to like?
No, I mean think of it's just like a small bandsaw, and then like before I had the swag stand, I would just kind of use a vise just to hold it, and then I would just kind of cut the steel from my knives on it. But I mean, it really depends on the quality of the blades, but as far as safety goes, that's definitely high on my list.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
I just Googled Portaband, and they have a Portaband Pro portable chop saw too, where you can put that in. It's like a chop saw apparatus, and you can pull it down like a chop saw, but it's your portable bandsaw.
That's just
Interesting.
like Jackman's fleshlight.
Who told you? Yeah,
Just,
It's like a guillotine.
just
like
stops.
yeah, you want to get it at the 45-degree angle, and then for miters.
Yeah.
Mitries.
Mitries.
Is that how you
Mitries.
say it in Canada?
I put it in the chat. You can check it out. These are sweet. Have you guys
Pro.
ever seen these
Oh,
Portaband
they're
Pros?
professional.
Look
Oh,
at that.
wow, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
So
I
this
think,
the swag table just gives you like a flat table.
Yeah.
but
yeah,
that-
I think Jimmy's got a lawsuit on his hands. Didn't he make that like 5-7 years ago?
Did it? I don't know.
Yeah, it said like Durest on the side, and he like used it as like a, I don't know if it did miters, but he used it as like a full on kind of miter saw.
If you go to the last image on that scroll, or on the whatever you want to call that carousel thing at the top of this page, one of them has like a swag mount too, and then you just pull that off of there, and then you can use it as a chop saw. This thing is
Yeah.
sweet.
That's pretty sweet.
I didn't even know that existed till right now. Well, there's there's one of my ideas. Good grief.
That's your pick now for the middle of the road gift.
Well, I mean, it's a little pricey. Let's be honest.
How much is it in Canadian dollars?
Well, on the website they're saying what, $469. I'm assuming that's US.
Yep.
But
Same
yeah, no,
here.
I think
That's cool.
Jimmy's got a lawsuit. There's a Jimmy's video. That was what? How many years ago? 5 years ago. So I think he's got something.
Oh, well,
Those cordless bandsaws have come a long way too. Those things are pretty wicked.
Oh, I remember this now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the same thing.
There's a fine line between perseverance.
That's cool.
what are you listening to life advice or what?
Oh, there was an ad on this video.
Oh,
Jimmy's getting his half a penny out of him.
I got a video.
Yeah,
too.
it was a pretty cool build he did. That I remember it being super heavy, but it was still kind of a cool concept.
It looks
Yeah.
like it would weigh a couple 100 pounds.
A Canadian metric ton, if you will.
Okay.
Sure.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, okay.
It's-
Let me get my conversion calculator out.
Okay, yeah.
Like, all right, enough Canadian jokes.
Who's up? Who's up next?
I mean, I'll go.
Okay, go ahead.
I got two stocking stuffers for the middle of the road gift. Your Leatherman Free P4.
Okay.
It's a Leatherman knife, or a pair of IsoTunes. These are the free aware IsoTunes.
Would you like
Which are-
Would you like to share a discount code with our listeners?
I mean, Jack and 10 if you want to use it.
Or
This isn't an-
Browse 10. I mean, that's probably a better discount.
Yeah, they'll get you 10% on instead of 10% off.
You have to pay 10% more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, IsoTunes is a sponsor of mine, not an ad, but these are amazing Bluetooth hearing protection. It's hearing protection in the shop, and you can listen to music or podcasts or whatever at the same time.
That they really are pretty. I mean, they last forever. Like I've never had it run out of juice, which is I've never had wireless earbuds not run out of juice when I'm at the shop for like a full day.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
that's why I like the FreeAwares in particular. It's got like
Yeah.
a 10 hour battery on it, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty insane how long they last.
Are they comfortable?
They are.
I think so. They
Okay.
have different size ear tips, so depending on how big your ear canal is, you can
Your ear
have
hole.
a
That's
smaller,
none of
bigger
your damn
ear hole
business.
thing.
Now, are they fully noise blocking? Because I've got custom earplugs that I can that little flaps that go into your canal, they kick off at certain decibels, so I can still hear. Like if I'm at
Yep.
the school, I can still hear kids. I can communicate, but then when the machines kick up, can you hear with those on still, or is it?
You can with
Can
this
you?
model. That's what the aware part of it is. That lets in out sounds from outside that aren't really loud. So if you're talking, you can hear
Okay.
other people.
The,
So-
the,
I was just gonna say any of their models that have the aware technology on it has that ability. Other ones don't.
it
Okay.
definitely takes a little bit because like when I have the over the ear ones and like it is one of those things you're like, whoa, that's I somehow hear you, but then
Mhm.
like some tools will like trigger it on and off like a million times and you're like
Yeah.
But
Like my
for
air
the most
compressor will
part-
do that.
yeah exactly.
Huh.
But for the most part they're pretty awesome. The earbuds I prefer over the over ear
Yeah.
ones.
So what you're saying is I can listen to my own music while I'm teaching. I don't have to listen to the kids.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
they'll never know.
I
And
love
there's a special wife filter on there if you know what.
it.
Okay, we have a
Wicked.
question from the chat about those. Okay, do they prompt with the iPhone or mention when you have a notification? Like how my AirPods can tell me when I have a text and I actually need to care about, or if I can just keep being happy in the shop. Does that make sense?
I mean, you'll hear the notification. It won't tell you what it is, and like they'll ring, like a phone call will ring to them, and you can talk through them.
Yeah.
I don't know what the AirPods do though. I've never had any.
Yeah, like it's usually just like a notification noise, like as far as like every other kind of pair of headphones.
Okay.
Yeah,
See,
I'm
that
not.
surprises me with that Netflix money that you guys not rocking AirPods.
I don't know.
I
I don't have
have
a good excuse.
Lies.
Yeah,
I have students.
we're not
in my,
on Stranger Things.
I have students in my class that have gone through like 3 sets of them.
Dang.
Oh man, yeah, don't get me started.
know.
Question about that, Jackman. Where are you at with the whole like, wireless earbuds cause things with your brain? Is that a thing?
I mean, so far so good. We'll see. I'll
I
check in
mean-
with you in a few
That
years.
was out of left field. I didn't know
Are you
where
trying
that
to tell me
was
something?
Life
Yeah.
just got serious here.
going. Jack,
Yeah.
what do you think about chemtrails?
No. About like the radio waves. I know. I'm just gonna stop talking. No, but like the Bluetooth. I don't know. People say that it causes like brain problems, like cancers and stuff. But I've also
I don't know. I'm
I've
not
also heard
concerned.
I've also heard it's BS too. So
You're like, I like turtles.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
with all-
Rosie's
with all-
Rosie's
all the
just like
other-
you've gotten noticeably dumber in the last time
Yeah.
you were on the podcast.
Yeah,
Can you
your
stop?
eye is really just kind of.
Can you
Go
stop
into the
giggling?
right.
Just like
No, with all the other chemicals you deal with, it's fine.
we're taking a break here. Why are you giggling? I don't understand. Okay, Hoff, what do you got?
I already shared.
Oh yeah, you already shared.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
Also, Jack, and by the way, those Leathermans are wicked.
Yeah.
Highly recommend those.
The
I-
Leatherman. Wait, these are the leather. Yeah, hold on a second. That's the free and that's the free. I just realized that they're both
Ah.
the free. That's IsoTunes free and the Leatherman free.
So what's the difference between like the free and what is it? The waves, the wave.
The free has magnets in it, so that is like magnetically held together.
I remember, yeah, yours was like super, like you could like whip it open like a butterfly knife.
Yeah, so
that's
it's-
cool.
It's good like one handed. I can just flip it open.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, and
That
then
is
all
cool.
the tools are on the outside.
Yeah.
You don't have to open it up to get to the knife or whatever. It's just right there.
Oh, look at that.
I like
Oh,
that.
yeah, yours is super loose.
Yeah, because magnets hold those things in too.
Yeah.
So instead of it being like it locks on the outside, but when you're trying to pull it out, it's just a magnet on the inside that holds it in there.
And magnets, how do they work?
You'll
Sorry,
never know.
Please.
Insane Clown Posse reference. I have to. And every
Whoa, whoa.
Oh,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa.
That is. I haven't heard that name in a long time. Wow.
What-
What
Back
are
in
we?
the day.
We're
ICP is Insane Canadian Posse.
Yeah.
what
Mine.
do they call followers of ICP? Juggalos.
Juggalos.
Yeah. We're well-known juggalos.
Yeah, we are all juggalos at heart.
We're like F-list celebrities, but in the juggalo community, we're like near the top.
A+ celebrities.
Love it. Okay.
Anyway.
I brought the Leatherman Skeletool.
All right.
Oh, it's called the Skeletool. That's
Yeah.
such a good name.
It's got like skeleton. I don't know. It's like thin and like, but it has, it's got some side cutters. It's got the, your run of the mill plier, and then it has one blade on the outside, but it's tough it doesn't swing open, which I kind of wish it did. But it's got a blade
You need the magnets.
right here.
Yep. Big blade.
Oh, and yeah.
And then on the end, it's got like a carabiner / bottle opener, I guess. And then there's these, it's a screwdriver with
Take it
interchangeable
up and
bits
over. Phillips and flathead.
and pocket lint. Gotta have that pocket lint. And yeah, Skeletool. So those are listed for, what is it? $100 Canadian.
So
Okay.
like free American.
Yeah. So pretty much, we'll pay you to take these. There's a Skeletool.
Thanks, Joe Biden.
Oh my gosh. Again, we can't comment.
We know he controls the Canadian economy.
We're Canadian.
Blink 38 times if you agree.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So that's all of them, right? Yeah.
I think so.
We're gonna switch gears again. What's your biggest fail in like your career, in your maker-ness? And I have one that I can share to get the ball rolling on this. Graz, I was going through our episode when we had you on, and
That's your biggest fail is having you on your podcast?
I'm gonna
Thanks a
say
lot.
that is the biggest fail. Yeah, I just wanted
And this
to.
is Graz
Mike
signing
drop.
out.
I wanted to
Yeah,
say this
That was a hell of a setup.
in a public forum. No, do you remember during that episode our memory card got full and we had to? No, it was our memory card got it got to capacity, but also we were using a free version of Zoom and we had
I
to
remember the
stop and call you back.
Resetting the Zoom like 3 times.
Yeah, so that whole interaction between us, it found its way into the show, and I forgot to take it out, so you can hear the whole thing.
Well, I am honored. Thank you for that.
No, that's the biggest fail on my part because I didn't catch that. So we're talking. I'm like, okay. So just a side note, we just got a notification from Zoom that it's gonna end, and then I look down and I'm like, oh, and our memory card's almost full. Oh, this sucks. Okay, so can we just email you back? And you're like, yeah. Well, you just email me. We'll start it over. And then it stops, and then it's like, so how did you get into knife making? And it's just like a dead
Perfect
stop.
transition.
Oh, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's embarrassing, but whatever. We'll leave it in.
It
Just a
happens.
bunch of yahoos.
Biggest fail. We didn't know what the hell we're doing.
If that's your biggest fail, you're doing all right.
Go on.
Oh, me next. That's
Yeah.
a good question. I guess I remember during the show. I mean, I had to play it off like nothing happened, but I remember getting like a pretty bad burn with the glue gun because we had to do something a couple times, and I just wiped it off with my hand, and it napalmed my hand, and I was like, oh, that hurts. And then I
And
looked, I was like, that's blistering. And then it was for like 3 days. I had really bad blisters on like 3 of my fingers, but I had to play it off like I was totally fine. But I was like, oh, that's bad. But I guess that may have been my biggest fail because I was just like, because they were just like, all right, do it again. So I just wiped it off real quick. And I knew how hot it was, but usually you can kind of go like that and kind of get it off your skin real fast, but it just adhered to my hand real fast.
Oh,
And then it was, I gave myself a pretty bad burn. It was during the Unicorn Cycle episode.
Unicorn.
that was like those diesel hot glue guns too that Derek got.
Yeah.
They're
yeah,
like
it was,
military grade hot glue guns at like 1,000,000 degrees.
yeah, I was like, why is there a knob here that goes up to like 900 degrees, like weld metal with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
geez.
Yeah. So
It's like
I,
how you use a regular hot glue gun, you put a stick and you're like, oh, I gotta wait for it to heat up now. Not with these. It's just like instantly just like
instant,
right up.
but
Yeah.
again, with the normal glue gun, you could kind of like wipe it and then do that, and then it will just kind of like bead off your fingers. This just bam right to like I think I have a picture of it, but it was pretty gnarly, and I was just like, no, I'm fine, I'm just gonna use my left hand for the next 3 hours.
refuse to shake everybody's hands. They all think you're just a big prick.
Yeah, I was just like fist bump, and I was like, oh, you just popped my blister.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I think that may have been my biggest fail, other than having the disc pop and almost kill me when I was trying to cut that metal the years ago.
Jackman's like,
Scary.
I'm perfect. I don't understand what this word fail is.
Yeah, I've never made a mistake in my life. Did I do anything stupid on the show? I'm trying to think.
Probably didn't carry a 1 or 2 right.
Yeah. I rounded the
Um,
wrong way.
Yeah, I was like stupid. Doesn't even know math. No, I mean you killed it on the trebuchet.
The trebuchet was fun.
Yeah, that was. I mean, your math was dead on, so you definitely didn't fail on that. I mean, everyone else failed on that team,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I think on the show, no, yeah, I don't think there was any fails that weren't subtle that you had to like hide your hand of like severe burns.
Right. I don't know. Becoming the pallet guy was my biggest fail. There you go. I never asked for it. I never wanted it, but it happened, and now I have it. And
Well,
I
hold on,
can't
let me
get rid
send
of
you
it.
this palette meme. Hold on.
Look at this pallet I
Hysterical.
made out of
It's
a
hysterical.
coffee table.
Yeah, I reverse engineered it, and now I made a palette. It's so funny.
Here's a big truck with like 100 pallets on it that you've seen. You ever see the video of there was like a minivan fully loaded with pallets? The roof was loaded up with pallets, and it was like pulling out of a gas station. It
No.
went viral like a year or two ago. I saw it like 500 times, maybe.
You have to play it off like you saw it the first time every time.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, this was hysterical.
That's funny.
And when
That
lu-
just
when,
come out right now.
and when lumber prices were through the roof, all those memes were like, "Oh, I spotted a millionaire today."
Right, yeah.
He's got
And
like,
then I was looking like the genius then.
yeah.
It's like, well, maybe I will use pallets.
That's back when 2x4s were, what did they get to here? 11 or 12 bucks for an 8-footer?
Really?
Yeah, crazy.
Wait, it was what? It was
Yeah, they went
$11.
to I think 11 or 12. I think they before COVID they were like 315 for an
Yeah, they were
8-footer, and
like-
they went up to 11,
they were
12
like-
bucks.
$2 here.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what they peaked at. I saw them at least $7.
I remember seeing them like $6 here.
Yeah. I would think in Canada they would be like a penny a piece.
No.
Because
So
they all come from Canada
There's
for
so
the
many
most part
trees.
anyway, right?
One red-green reference apiece.
Yes. Actually,
No, you get
you know how on I have a Roku TV, and there's all these like random. You guys have Roku? You've heard of Roku, I'm sure, before, right? They
I'm
have
on Roku.
they
Yeah.
have all these random channels.
there you are.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. Have you seen the Maker channel?
I don't have the Maker channel on mine,
Okay.
but there's a red-green channel for some reason.
What?
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then there's a bunch of drag racing stuff, and there's a bunch just random
It's weird.
stuff. Anyways, shout out to
No offense to
Roku.
Canada, but I remember as a kid like stumbling upon Red Green on like PBS at like 2 in the morning, just being like, "Oh, okay," and then just watching it, being like,
Dad.
"It'll get funny." At some point. It was like, anytime, like it'll get funny, and then it just just kind of fell a little flat. I don't know if you have
Yeah,
to be Canadian
no,
to like get it.
It's kind of I think it's flat would be a good. There's some funny stuff like when he's modifying his cars and he makes like a waffle maker out of his car.
I felt
Yeah.
he was he was like the Canadian Gallagher.
I don't know
No,
who Gallagher is.
no, you guys don't. Oh my God,
Who's
Jackman!
Gallagher?
I know you don't know Gallagher.
I know of him because he died recently, and
Ooh.
so I shouldn't stop there. There was somebody did a podcast with him, and they replayed it, and I was like,
Oh,
that's
Mark
that guy.
Maron.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
he
yeah.
up and
That's-
left halfway
That's
through.
what- yeah. He like
Yeah.
stormed out in the middle of the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
He used to
Yeah.
just smash fruit at the end of his like routine, and as a kid, it was the funniest thing. But I just rewatched it, and I was like, "Why? Why is he smashing fruit? Like it doesn't.
Right.
It's not funny. It's just ruining fruit, and everyone in the front row is just ruining their outfits for the evening." Anyway, sorry.
That's funny. All
Yeah, I
right.
wasn't very familiar with him, but he seems just like kind of an angry guy, and so is Mark Maron. So having them both in the same room at the same time is kind of funny.
Yeah,
And it's at
exactly.
Mark's house, isn't it? Isn't that where in his like garage
Yeah,
or
it's
something?
a
I
garage.
think so.
Yeah,
So that would
Yeah.
be even more awkward. He's at his house.
Right.
He just gets up. And
I'd be like,
leaves.
"Honey, Gallagher is in the garage right now. So if
She'll
you
say
wanna,
who?
do you want any smashed watermelon?"
Oh man. All right, Hoff, do you have a fail story?
Yeah. I'm installing countertops years ago, and under in the sink box, and I grabbed for my 1.5-inch screw and grabbed a 3-inch screw and continued to, suck it in till it was flush with the under part of the rail that I was attaching the countertop to, and got out of the sink box, and there was about 1.25 inch thread
that
sticking out of
bad?
the countertop. So yeah, that was a good learning curve, and to this day I've always double checked screw lengths when putting countertops in. So we had to take the countertop back. I think it was 14 feet by 5 foot L custom laminate one. So my boss was not too happy with me on that one.
Yeah. What happened? Like, were you like, "Oh, what happened? I didn't." do that."
Well,
Who
like
put
1.5
this
inches
here?
to 3, I'm like, I should have maybe, clued in that I was young. I was still learning at this time, but I'm
Yeah.
like, holy crap. You think you would maybe clue into, okay, this is a pretty big screw to be put on my driver bit, but
It's like that. You're like,
it's like a 14-inch leg.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, that's my big fail.
Happens to the best of us.
No. Heavy hitter time?
Heavy hitter time, buddy.
Ooh. I'm excited for Jackman's because he upped the ante and said over 1,000. And
I had
that's
to-
kind of on par with
yeah,
mine.
I don't even. Yeah, I'm gonna break the bank right now.
It's a new Lexus.
I had to pivot. Yeah, you get a Lexus, and you get a Lexus.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to go first?
I mean, you want me to kick it off?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
So another one that's not a shill, I promise. But CLC Chesapeake Lightcraft, I'm currently building a teardrop camper with them from their design, and they sell kits mostly of boats. They're like boat designers. So there's canoes, kayaks, like anything you can think of. They have, I think, over 100 different designs, and you can buy these kits, and they include the plywood all cut out, CNC cut. It includes the epoxy, the fiberglass, like any hardware that you need to go with the kit. And it's I don't know, it's a cool project and a cool process for all of them. And they range, I think, from like $1,000 to, I don't know, the more expensive ones are probably close to $10,000.
Wow.
Dang. Yeah, that teardrop trailer is looking pretty sweet.
Yeah, it is.
It's a really cool design.
And what
So you
what
get
is
everything with those
Can
plans in.
you, can you fit in there
Yes.
comfortably?
Yes, I think so. So
define
until
comfort?
recently, yeah, how comfortable
I
do
could
have
fit
to
in
be?
there comfortably.
Until recently, the only access, like I didn't have the doors cut out because you build it with the doors in place, and then you cut them out after your fiberglass. So the only access was through this hatch in the back that you leave off. So like I was like, this is like incredibly small. I do not like this at all. But once I get the doors cut open, it's like, okay, this isn't so bad. So it's 8 by 5, I think. The footprint of it, and 4.5 feet tall, maybe.
So their kits that you're talking about, would they be following the similar build that you're doing with the teardrop trailer?
Yeah, so the teardrop, like it's the same build process for the boats too. Like it's
Mm.
stitch and glue construction for the
That's
most part. They
cool.
do have some strip build boats also as options, and I think you can buy it just as plans, or you can buy the kit too. So
Mm.
you can buy just the paper plans that you trace out and cut your own pieces, or like I think even the strips they sell those as a kit milled down with the coves in them and everything.
Like Bear Mountain boats or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, just
Yeah.
like that, like the one that Jimmy built.
Yeah.
Did he
That's
build a Bear Mountain boat?
One of the canoes.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
up in, I think they're from Ontario. I think Nick Offerman did a build. He's got like a how-to.
Jimmy shot that video.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you
Jimmy-
know that canoe is in Parks and Rec?
Yeah. Last
Have you
scene.
heard
Yeah.
that story?
And it's
No way.
what it's in Jimmy's dining room, the Lucky Boy.
The
Yeah.
Is that so?
Okay.
Jimmy has it. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
like if you go to YouTube, you can see like kind of like behind the scenes footage, and it's like Nick and Jimmy, and they're young bucks, young strapping lads, and they're somewhere in Red Hook, New York, making the videos.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Those are cool to be able to get a full kit with everything you need and all the guesswork out of it.
Yeah.
Pretty wicked.
Yeah, because like this camper I'm building for Arbitech Tools, they're going to use it as like a roadshow thing for all the tool shows, and I needed to get it done by the end of the year, so it was like time sensitive. I was thinking about designing one myself. I was like, well, if I can buy this as a kit, it'll save me some time. So
Mhm.
that was the thought process with that. And then like I've never built a stitch and glue boat before, so working from a kit is kind of the way to go because you learn the process, all the fiberglass, like the whole process is brand new to me, even though
Mhm.
it is woodworking. Like it's a very different way to do
Yeah.
woodworking.
Do they
If it
do
was-
like an instruction booklet for you then with different step by step?
Yeah, every step of the way. There's like it's like a phone book. It's like 400 pages long.
Nice.
Like every single step of the process with photos and everything.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like TLDR. I'll be like, I'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
save I'll save the $13 and just do it
Yeah,
myself.
be like,
Don't send me
is,
the
is
instructions.
this, can I use like an Audible like Jackman 10 to like save money and time? Can I get this on Audible?
They should. You have to listen to it while you build it.
Yeah, he's like, take the brown strip and
It's just
put it in the lighter strip.
It's just Jackman
But-
heavy breathing.
Yeah. I'm building it while I talk about it.
Yeah, you're
He's getting like out of breath. Oh, you gotta climb into this thing so much.
I can't fit. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out.
Epoxying the inside as you're squished in.
Yeah, my feet
Yeah.
are currently sticking out of the back.
So what brand was that kit?
Chesapeake Lightcraft, CLC. There's CLC boats on the Instagrams and stuff like that.
Cool. CLC boats. And what? Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
That's awesome. Okay, that's a heavy
Yeah.
hitter. I like it.
What I'm trying to get them to build with me, we're trying to design a custom Jackman boat. And my idea right now is a mini boat, which is like they have cocktail racers, which are like small one-person boats that you race around.
Yeah.
But I
Dude,
want
I-
mine to be. Go ahead.
I want one so bad. Like
A cocktail
I
racer?
totally want it. Yeah, I totally want one of those.
So I want to do kind of like a cocktail racer, but it's like just a scaled down boat. And it has like the marker lights on it, like the red and the green lights. It's got a little windshield and a steering wheel, and it fits one person. But I want to make it like fully legal. I want to register it with the state, have like registration numbers on the back of it and everything. And then in the video, I want the Coast Guard to board my boat and check for like a life jacket and a fire
Oh, that's
extinguisher and
brilliant.
like go down the list.
But they're all very tiny. Like it's like a tiny light preserver, like
It's a little
tiny,
fire
like,
extinguisher.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Your bailing device is a quarter cup measuring cup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's just
that's
funny for the
awesome.
video. So I don't know if they understood that joke or not. I think they did. I think they liked it because my wife's in the Coast Guard, so she knows the right people to get them in the video.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is so good. Have you guys ever watched comedians in cars getting coffee?
Oh yeah.
So
Mhm.
that episode where Seinfeld takes Jimmy Fallon out in his boat.
I didn't see that one.
You didn't
Yeah.
see that one?
I watched the Louis C.K. one when they're on the boat.
He takes him on this little hold on here. I'll Google it. He takes him on this, it's a little wooden boat. Is it wooden? But like it's from the 50s, I think it is, or 60s, and they were called the strongest boat ever, and you could like cut it in half, and it would still, like, their marketing thing was you could like cut the boat in half and then it would still float.
The Flex Seal boat.
No, it's called the
CLC has a boat design that is built purposefully in two pieces, so you can like fit it inside of a back of a small bed truck, and then you bolt it together somehow on site once you get to the pond or wherever you're taking the boat out.
And then you just sink quickly.
All the water just comes through the middle seam.
I think yeah, 2023. Let's do a Cedar Strip submarine.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
you should build a cocktail racer, and I'll build one at the same time, and you come down here and we'll race.
I seriously, I so want to make a tiny boat that's just me. That just like
Yeah.
tiny, tiny wheel, like tiny everything.
Well,
That's it. That's
a lot
what
of
I-
those
that's what I
YouTube
want.
guys, like Cletus McFarlane and those guys, have those small. They're like a small jet boat, and they put like a Honda in the back.
Yeah.
and
they're
they can
fast.
they can like
That's
jump
rip.
stuff. They hit like they hit like logs floating in the water, and they just jump it.
That's
It's
what I
cool.
want. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's called a Boston Whaler.
Okay. Yeah.
that's perfect. Yeah, I'm like
You are the Boston
miles
Whaler.
away from Boston. Let's do it.
That was Graz's nickname in high school.
Yeah, there it is.
No, it was Italian ice, but I'll take Boston Whaler too.
Oh man.
I live on this little bay here, and it would just be amazing to have a couple of those just ripping around the bay.
That would be so much fun. And then like a tiny jet skier behind you, like a child.
Yeah, like a baby on a jet ski.
Oh yeah, it's called the Unsinkable. That's what it is.
Boston Whaler, unsinkable boat.
The very sinkable Graz boat.
There is
The more than likely sinking Graz boat.
Here, I'll post this. I'll post it in the chat.
Are there anyone? Is there anyone left on the YouTube chat right
Oh yeah,
now?
there's like I think there's like how many? 6 people watching right now.
Wait, how the hell is that boat even a boat?
I know.
Yeah, how does that float?
It's not sinkable.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's
at all.
unsinkable. That's why. Rhodes PC's here. He's been talking about. He tried to name the camper, but the first 2 names that came to mind were the Nieberwood and the Goodpecker. And then he goes, after a second of reflection, I decided not to comment those. Can't
Yeah,
take it
Rhodes
back.
Rhodes PC wants to do a build with me in a month or 2. Let's make a computer boat, and then we can drive it around like Salem Harbor. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We can game while we're boating.
Oh, that's cool. I thought you meant like out of computer parts
Yeah, we can do that too. Yeah, we'll just do it
Just-
all out of RAM and hard drives.
and epoxy.
And just flex seal it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just black tar it together.
Clear epoxy.
Clear flex
There,
seal.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Who wants to go next? We're on the heavy hitter.
Oh crap! I had one. Now I forget it.
I'll go.
All right.
Oh, he said he's gonna need a lot of RAM, but he's in. Okay, so the first one, before I thought the heavy hitter was gonna be like a 1 in 5 year type of thing.
Oh, I have a good computer pun, but never mind.
Okay, you can.
All right.
Please.
Once we make the boat, I hope no one's fishing me.
Okay.
All right. I'm just gonna go. All
Mm.
right.
Even
Just
even the crickets went home. They're not even chirping right now. Hey?
What do Canadian crickets know anyway?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this one, have you guys seen one of these?
We can't see you at
Yeah.
all.
Oh,
No. No, I haven't.
That's magic.
Well, everyone in YouTube can see me.
Go on.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, let's go back to the fails.
Describe
Um,
it. Visually describe it to us.
Yeah, is it bigger
Here
than
we
a
go.
bread box?
Here we go. One of
Eh,
these.
oh,
Five words.
Have you seen one of these?
is that a Tim Sway?
Oh, Weird Al plays one of those.
Yeah. No, it's actually called a Picket Master Pro. It's by Salt City Steel. And what it is if you want to mark, let's say you want to every inch and a half, you want to drill a hole. So
Yeah.
instead of pulling your tape out and just marking it, you can literally just make one of the first one inch and a half wide, and then you have all of your marks, and then away you go. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's all equal spacing.
It's all equal spacing, and this guy makes them out of his garage. He's a really cool dude, and it goes up to, what is that? Probably 6 inches, and then you can equal spacing, and away you go. It's awesome. And then if you get them in a certain like pattern or length, there's a wing nut on the back, and then you can hold it down, and then it doesn't close on you; it stays. It's pretty awesome. And
Yeah.
he makes one for Hoff got one for wood. This is the metal.
Putting it out
one.
of plastic.
But then if you put like a novelty like punching glove,
Yeah.
you can extend out. And
There we go.
It's this guy's like whole like bread and butter, and you're just like
Yeah, you
turning
just
it
go-
into a toy.
But I mean, not to jack your swag, but doesn't Tim's got a very similar thing, right?
I think it's a center finder, maybe.
Yeah, it's like a third of that size.
The mechanics are kind of similar, but it just finds the center of 2 points.
Yeah,
But
So
you can
instead of
have one,
equidistant
two,
holes.
4, 5,
but that thing is
6.
pretty sweet.
There's 6 of them,
Yeah.
and I have one at the school too, and we've used it a lot actually. A big project that kids like to do are like coat racks and stuff. And so they'll space them, and they'll have trouble with the holding the tape measure or whatever. So that's just boom, there it is.
Done and done. Yeah, that's a quick.
It's cool.
How much does that thing go for?
This guy on their website goes for the 7-point. They make a 12-point and a 7-point. This is the 7. The 7-point is 129, and the 12-point is 194. Laser cut stainless steel.
Dang.
Equal spaces, 12 points from 1/2 inch to 6 3/8 between points. Equal spacing layout tool designed for ornamental iron fabrication. Includes handmade protective case, sticker pack, and a marking pen. I didn't get the marking pen. What the hell? No, just kidding. The Picket Master Pro comes with wing nuts to lock your spacing in place. And they have a plastic one for woodworking too. And this is kind of, these ends are pretty sharp. Like you could probably
kill a man
scribe.
with those.
You could
Yeah,
probably
it looks like it.
you could probably
Yeah.
scribe with them. Like yeah.
That hardened steel. Can you actually kill a man? Have you tried to kill like a homeless man with that yet?
No, I haven't.
Well, next
Wolverine
podcast. I want an
2.0.
update.
I'm Canadian, remember? I'll just put a boxing glove on the end and be like,
And then you can celebrate Boxing Day.
yeah, there it is. Yeah, and it
Canada.
came with this like leather case thing, which is kind of cool. And I got a sticker pack. But yeah, it's saltcitysteel.org, and it's Salt City Steel on Instagram. He's a really cool guy, and he gave us a good deal on these things for the school. So this one was, because I don't know, it's like, I think it would be Canadian plus shipping and everything was like $240, I think it was. So
Canadian plus shipping.
yeah, the exchange rate plus the shipping fee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Very
that's
cool.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
And then my other one is
No, you get one. That's it.
well, I had to switch, right? Because I didn't know we were going like high roller. And my other one is just one of those Legmeyer CNCs. Those like
Oh,
I think
the metal cutting one.
yeah, the plasma CNC. They're like $1,500 for a
Those are those are they're
4x2
sweet.
or
I've
4x4.
used one before. Those are pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
And you
I
can use
kinda
just a
want one.
regular 90-degree, just a regular handheld CNC or sorry plasma cutter, and clamp it on, and away you go. You don't need like a crazy like Hypertherm 45 XP or anything.
Not oh man, not now I feel bad now. I might have to like outdo you. As far as that goes.
Ooh. Competition.
My choice is a yacht.
Yeah.
It's gold bars.
That's funny.
I'll let you think more on your last choice there, Graz.
No, the what is it? How do you say it? Lenmeyer? Legmeyer? Yeah, like
Langmuir.
yeah, sure. All of the above.
Langmuir.
Every time you guys have both said that, it's been different.
Lagavulin plasma cutter.
One of
Quagmire.
those.
Giggity.
Yeah. In my previous life for Total Boat, we cut like I made a knife and we used one of those during the video, if you want to watch that video. But they are pretty sweet. They're a little tricky. There's no what are those called? The stops where it will
Limit stops?
Yeah, there's no limit stops on them, which get a little like tricky. And then like to get the plasma gun really like tweaked, there's a lot of it's one of those, it's $1,500 and like that's totally affordable, but there's a lot of learning curves in that. So it's just one of those, if you do purchase it, know that there's a lot of learning curves in it.
What's the bed dimensions? Like what's the working dimensions of that?
What was that like? It was probably like 30, but it was at 30 by 30 or 40 by 40. Like it's a pretty sizable working area. And then I think you can buy you can kind of upgrade them.
Oh yeah, do like a bed extender or something.
Yeah, I think, yeah, the Crossfire. What is it? Yeah, it's like you can get a 25 by 23 is like kind of like the baseline one, but I think you can kind of upgrade from there.
Yeah,
but I mean, for the price, it's pretty damn good. But I did have a pick that was very similar, and it's kind of the same thing. So thanks for stealing my idea.
Go on.
So is it my turn?
Yeah.
So
I don't see your hand up in the Zoom chat.
Yeah.
So in the same vein, if you don't have the space for like a kind of table that kind of just takes up shop space, I don't know if you guys have heard of ArcDroid. It's a pretty sweet system. It's basically just a robot arm.
Yes.
That's got like it's magnetic, and you just kind of like slap it on your table, and it's basically just a robot arm that holds the plasma gun and does the same thing as the Legmeyer or whatever you call it.
Lagavulin.
Yeah, Lagavulin table saw or whatever it's called. But it's like, I think it's a little more expensive. It's like $2,500, but it is pretty sweet because it's one of those things. Instead of like, if you want to be mobile, it's just like the base and a robot arm that you can just kind of pick up, put in your car, and go anywhere with it, as opposed to like a giant heavy steel table that's mobile within your shop, but you can't really like quickly put in your car. So it is a kind of a mobile version of what we were just talking about, and it's really sweet. It's like, what's that Shaper Origin style? It's kind of like that meets a plasma table, a plasma cutter table. So it's a pretty awesome tool that I would love to get in the shop at some point.
Those guys
So
How
from
far does it reach with the arm?
That's a very good question.
the guys from
The Dark Droid is only 20 by 14.5 by 10 and under 35 pounds. If it's any shop and easily portable to job sites. I don't know what the cutting. You had to ask me right now. What are the cutting dimensions? There we go. It's 26 by 15. But
Okay.
those
It's a decent size for doing smaller stuff, getting started.
yeah, I mean, if you're not cutting like giant like metal fences and stuff, and you just want kind of like small parts, it's
Yeah.
pretty. Check it out. It's really cool. Like I
and it
know that
has
they're like
there's like a tracing function too. So if
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
just
they
look
have
at
that-
that. There's
like-
like a
like
pen
little
that goes
pen.
in there.
yeah,
they're a pretty awesome company. And
The guys
I would
from-
love to get one of
was it
those.
Grind Hard Plumbing Co. that YouTube channel? They use it in their videos a lot, and they've given a couple away too. I think.
Yeah, and like I've talked to them. They're pretty nice guys, and like it is one of those things. You're like, that is such a cool tool, and I don't think a lot of people know about them, but I know that they're definitely growing because people are kind of seeing it and being like, oh, that's pretty sweet because it's so mobile, and for the like what it can do, it's pretty awesome.
That's sweet.
I think that's the big thing now is having that the mobility to it now, being able to take it off site or to a different job and not just have your machines, tied down to a certain place.
Yeah. Like the Langmuir system is awesome, but
Lard
like
of
that would
Lyman.
never fit in my Subaru. But like this, I could just like pick up and just go and bring it someplace else very easily. So like
Yeah.
that's a huge plus as far as the ArcDroidCNC.com.
I was like, hey, they're $2,500, and then it's like, we've just detected that you're in Canada. Would you like to
Yeah.
switch? Yes. 30,
Yeah,
34.80.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
$8,000.
34.80.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So just check them on the dark web. They're way cheaper.
Junker Clunkers is here. Do you guys know Junker Clunkers?
I don't think so.
No, but that's a fun name.
Yeah. Welcome. He said, where are all you from? Well, Hoff and I are from Canada, Alberta. And these two guys,
And Massachusetts.
Yeah, from the mean streets of Massachusetts.
the mean streets.
Of it is kind of awesome that you guys in Candadia use the term wicked in a different way than
Yeah.
we do, but we still both use the term wicked.
In a positive way.
Yeah, like we say it's like wicked awesome, but
Yeah.
you guys are like,
Wicked hard.
it's wicked
hard.
pissa, wicked awesome, whatever Derek
Pissa.
says.
What's pissa?
Pissa's wicked good.
Yeah.
There
way
is like
you
a
use
varying
it is
degree of
wicked.
wicked good.
Yeah, the way you use wicked is wicked bizarre.
It's the same thing. I say wicked. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's like wicked good.
Yeah, that's what I'm using it as too.
But like Hoff was like, that's just wicked, and like I was just waiting for like,
Oh,
is it good? Is it bad?
It's a cliffhanger.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just write your
Believe
own
me,
jokes here, people.
exactly.
Of
So I
course.
gotta learn to tie another word onto it then.
Yeah, say pissa. Try that.
That's wicked pissa.
Yeah, there you go.
He's like-
Elstonian.
He's like,
Okay.
that's wicked pisser.
You just need a medium regular right now from Dunkin' Donuts, and you'd be like, dude, it's wicked pissa.
Or a double from Tim's.
Might take me a while to get that. Well, it took me a long time to get that Boston accent.
Yeah.
I love the Boston accent.
Yeah.
Really, it's
I don't believe you.
yeah. There's another word I won't say, but yeah, that's.
I like
it's-
accents. I don't know. I just think accents are cool. A lot of people probably think we have accents, but
Yeah,
It's
the Boston
subtle.
one.
is
Yeah,
it?
well, the Boston one.
No, the Canadian accent.
Yeah, the Canadian one is it's nice, but the Boston one is it's very harsh.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Yeah.
in your face, and I think it's one of those everyone who isn't from Boston likes it, but everyone who's from Boston who doesn't have an accent is like, really, really like it's the most lazy, weird accent. Don't tell Derek I said that.
Well, I would like meet people at college in New York, and they're like, "Oh, you're from Massachusetts. Where's your accent?" It's like, no, it's like a very small chunk of people in Massachusetts, like very close to Boston.
But it is weird because like my mom and my brother have one, and I used to have one, but it
Really?
like it totally flattened with like the group. Like my friends, none of my friends have them. But I
Huh.
will say like Wicked a lot. Like if I have a couple beers, I'll be like, "Oh, dude, that's wicked good."
So I was just gonna ask, after a couple beers or after a couple drinks, does the
Uh,
accent come out?
A couple beers, you said.
Couple beers.
Couple
After a couple
beers,
beers, does the accent
couple beers,
come out
then
of
I
there?
got a wicked bizarre accent coming
A
out.
couple of Sam Adams, am I
Yeah,
right?
crushing Sam Adams at the nines in Sturbridge, dude.
Okay. Oh, I have no idea what you just said.
That's the best part.
It totally made sense to me.
What is it?
Yeah,
I left my khakis in my khakis.
yeah,
That's the
there,
thing.
there you go.
Okay,
I'll
Hoff.
round out the heavy hitters. Speaking of being a mobile piece of equipment, the Festool TS55 track saw, the cordless one. That thing is a beast. I've used it at school quite a bit. I had a kid today actually just rip through a big 2-inch ash slab, cut through it like butter. It's got a newer, thinner, curved blade on it, so we put a ripping blade on, and it chewed through that, cutting panels and stuff. If you don't have a lot of space in your garage or little shop, it's good for breaking down sheet goods, mitering for waterfall tables or live edge or whatever. It's wicked good.
It's wicked pissa.
Oh, that's all you had to say. I'm in.
Yeah. And then you tie it with their FS rails, and yeah, it's amazing. And the dust collector, I mean, you can spend a lot of money getting the whole system, but even just the track saw and having it cordless, pretty sweet. And one of the batteries, it's a 2-battery system, but it can operate on 1 too. So one of my batteries was dead when I took it out on site somewhere, and then it'll still run, but it's just, I think, like 50% power. So it's a good workhorse to have, and it's mobile. So yeah,
Nice.
Wicked.
yeah, I think it's about 12 or 1300. So it's up there, but
Because they're kind of still pretty new to the cordless tools, right? What do they have
Yeah.
besides the track saw and the drills?
what's that?
What Festool? What do they have besides the track saw and the drills on the battery system?
I think they're Capex saw.
Yeah.
I think
Really?
I think they have one. I'm not sure. There's a table saw too. I think they're just getting into that. I don't know if that's European market only or North America.
Right.
But yeah, that was kind of mostly just drills, and then I think they're slowly starting to open that up. But
Yeah.
Their hand
Yeah.
sanders at all? Like that would seem like the next, like
sanders, they have cordless sanders.
yeah.
Yeah, but even like breaking down panels for like end panels, I used to use a jigsaw, tape the line, run a jigsaw down my scribe line, leaving a little bit of the pencil, and then take a belt sander, and now I can back bevel with the track saw really close, and then just finish off with the sander to your scribe line and slap it up against the wall, and it's perfect.
Bob's your uncle.
So, and they've got metal blades, they've got a whole bunch of different, yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's my heavy hitter item.
Jeez.
Yeah,
That's cash money.
it takes a lot of cash money.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. What's
That was
that
too
like?
much money. You should have picked something cheaper.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Who's on your dollar bill
We don't have a dollar bill.
or whatever, the loonies and toonies or whatever the hell you guys
The
have?
Queen. The Queen's on a dollar bill.
The queen of what?
Is it the same on every bill?
No. There's
Okay.
former. I know nothing. There's
Aren't
former
the- aren't
prime
the, like, the-
ministers.
George
Is it-
Washington.
Yeah, Rick
Yeah.
Moranis is on the $50 bill, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Bare Naked
Bob and Doug
Ladies on the
McKenzie
100.
are on the 100. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Drake.
Red Green.
yeah. Yeah, John Candy's on the $500 bill.
We got a red green quota.
the $96 bill for hashtag Great Outdoors. Can you guys like sort that out? That should be a $96 bill with John Candy because that guy's a national treasure.
He is a national treasure. Up
The old
here, he's a
96.
national treasure too.
Oh, yeah,
Also,
he's-
this weekend, speaking of national treasures, SNL, Martin Short and Steve Martin are hosting.
oh, that's gonna be a good one.
Ooh.
Yeah, just so you're aware. Not
Do you
a
think he's
sponsor.
gonna do Ed Grimley
I
from
hope so.
SCTV?
I hope they
Jackman has no idea what I'm talking about.
Neither
SCTV.
do I.
I know SCTV. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
I've seen those on the shelves at the grocery store. This
It's,
is as seen on TV.
What is it? Super Canadian Television? Is that what it stands for?
no, Second City TV.
Just say yes.
No, because it's cooler. I was like, do you not know this?
No, Second City is legendary.
You
but
teed that
yeah,
one up for me, and I walked right past.
I know you just putting down what I'm picking up.
My
or something
ego. I wanted people to know that I knew what Second City is.
Like that? Okay, I
I
understand.
needed to know. I needed you to know that. Very insecure. All right. Well, okay. So we're nearing 2 hours. We'll shut it off at 2. This has gone by really quickly.
The memory card full.
Ew.
It's getting there. It's getting there. My camera only shut off like 5 times, so that's great.
So did you go pro
Um,
Zoom so we can do 2 hours?
Yes.
Call back.
Yeah, we'll email you back. Everyone on the stream, just wait. Oh, some Junker Clunker says keep going. I don't know if you guys. I don't. We'll see. If you guys
It is
need
a
to leave,
school. It's a school night for me.
it's
so
a school night
I
for
think
me too. Like
Yeah.
literally a school night for me.
Literally.
Literally. So in the last 8 minutes we have now.
The last 2 hours.
Do you have Jackman and Graz? I won't share what you guys want, whatever you want to promote. If you have something coming out, if you have a product to promote, and if not, we can take some questions in the chat. So if you're watching, thank you, and if you're not, why am I talking to you? Put your questions in the chat, and we'll take them too. But do you guys have anything you got anything coming out? I think Jackman's got a couple things.
I got a YouTube video I just finished on a French cleat wall that I built for my shop.
Ooh.
A bunch of custom tool holders that'll be out. I don't know, maybe the end of this week, early next week. And then the camper build has taken me through the rest of the year, at least. I mean, hopefully not any further than that because it has to be done by the end of the year.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, you have 23 days, so get on that.
Yeah,
It's like I
I started
life.
that 1st of November essentially, and I figure it'll take me about 2 months.
That's not bad.
But-
You're gonna finish it December 31st at 11:58,
The
Right.
ball's gonna
and the
drop.
key's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in New York City for the ball. You'll see it on TV in Times
Like,
Square with the camper.
It is the
Jackman?
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sliding down the
He is
pole.
You'd be like,
No,
you'd
he's
be
like
"Dude,
on the
this
top.
baby-
He's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. This is going down.
It's not finished.
That'll
I
be a long video though. I'm trying to see.
like 40 minutes.
I have 1.3 terabytes of footage currently.
Wow.
Ooh,
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That is not too shabby.
Anyway,
Graz, you
Go
got
ahead,
anything
Graz.
to
So I am trying to push myself to get back to YouTube. So my New Year's resolution is to relaunch my YouTube page in 2023. I want to do a new introduction to the channel, and then I have one idea that I really want to kind of push, and hopefully it goes well. It's going to be a knife making video, but it's going to incorporate some cool stuff that I haven't seen before. At least I haven't seen before. But look that out for the end of January. Hopefully, I can release a new
Laguian?
video. It's been a couple years since I've released a video on YouTube, and I really want to kind of get back to that. So, YouTube.fart/Crossmaker or whatever it is.
I'll put it in the chat. Some people are asking for it.
All right. Person is asking for
Oh, there's two people.
it. Mom, go to sleep.
Person is asking. Oh, boy. Okay.
I mean, besides that, go watch Making Fun on Netflix.
Yeah, I've heard of
Honorable
it.
mention.
It's Emmy nominated. If you haven't
Petition
known.
petition Netflix for another season.
The editing is amazing.
I'm gonna crush that out with my kids over the Christmas break. They love that show. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Okay, we have a question in the chat. If no one else has anything to hawk, or you have any promo codes to share, get some kickbacks
I have a new
going.
crypto coin coming out in 2023.
Buy my NFTs.
Yeah. Oh, your OnlyFans.
Oh, onlyfans.com/JackmanWorks.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hairy toes.
It exists.
My toes have beards.com.
Ooh,
Okay.
my beard has toes.
There's okay, Rhodes PC. What creatives do you guys draw inspiration from? Shout out you guys, and Making Fun has been super inspiring to me to keep the projects fun. Not me, someone in the chat.
My answer would be completely different if this wasn't live.
I mean, the first person that comes to mind is Taylor Swift.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, a little bit. Tay Tay is always good.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
she's kind of the pizza of life. Everyone loves her. And I have 2 tickets, last row, for $14,000 each. If anyone wants to buy them,
On the black market.
yeah.
I don't see markets.
Oh man, no, nobody.
Uh,
I inspire myself.
Yeah,
I don't
just
need
by waking
anybody.
up every morning.
Yeah,
yeah.
I piss excellence.
I think intake of just weird things is good. I get a lot of inspiration from comedy.
Yeah.
Weird,
Jack-
obscure comedians.
Have you seen the new Weird Al movie?
Not yet. I want to watch that.
It is
Maybe
the
this
best
weekend.
movie of the year. It is so good.
Okay, don't
Like-
spoil it. What I've seen, it looks
No,
awesome.
the best part is you can't spoil it because none of it is real.
Yeah,
That's spoiling it, but it is so good. Like it is the Weird Al equivalent of a biopic, and it is one of those, like, if you get it, it's the funniest thing ever.
Okay.
So I will promote Weird Al because he has not had many hits in the United States.
It's like the Auntie Donna guys. Like they're much less well known. They're Australian comedian trio, I guess. And they do have a Netflix show. Like Us, one season of Netflix.
There were many quotes daily that we would use from them. Actually,
and Graz is
one
part
quote.
of them. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much this one.
You guys ever
Yeah,
watch
one of the
Flight of
guys-
the Concords?
Oh, those guys are fantastic.
Oh yeah.
And the Mighty Boosh is kind of like the, I don't know if you guys have seen that show.
No.
Oh, Old Greg.
No.
That's kind of like the one that kind of broke out. But look up the Mighty Boosh. It's literally the greatest show in the last 10 years.
Literally.
It's probably, oh my god, it's more than 10 years. It's like 15 years. But the Mighty Boosh, it was on BBC 1 or 2, but one of the funniest, best shows I've ever seen.
Mighty Boosh. Can't
And
look it up.
I've always promoted those guys. Those guys are unbelievable artists.
All right. Well, we are 1 minute away from the big 2-hour mark.
Jackman, this is your big minute long monologue. Let's do it.
I was trying to find a photo of the Auntie Donna guys. There's Graz in the middle.
Is a mixture though of the side too.
Yeah, it's kind of a amalgamation of
He's
all
holding
of us.
himself.
Oh,
It's
it's
like it's all blurry, but
yeah.
yeah.
That is a very funny show. Jackman kind of made me wise to that show, and on the lonely nights where I would sit in Derek's arms, we would watch that.
Well, this has been a blast, you guys. Thank you so much for taking 2 hours out of your Emmy-nominated Netflix hustling lives.
that's right. We'll send you an invoice.
Yeah. We already mailed the check.
Good.
That thing will
it's
bounce pretty
already
high
bounced.
though. So
I don't take that fake Canadian money.
where can people? Yeah, it's Monopoly money. Graz, where can people find you?
In Peabody.
Okay. Gesundheit.
No, Graz makes the whole social media, YouTube, Instagram. Don't go on Twitter; it's the worst. MySpace, Friendster, Facebook, all the socials.
AOL.
OnlyFans.
AOL, CompuServe, Prodigy, the whole thing.
ICQ. You guys still got ICQ?
ICQ, IRC. Let's do it. I will keep going.
IRC. Wow.
Yeah.
Microsoft
go.
Comic Chat. Remember that?
Oh my goodness. Look at that. But, yeah, all the socials at Graz Makes.
All right.
It's me, and then you can email me at grazmakes@gmail.com
Nice.
if you have any complaints or I don't know.
Request.
Yeah, requests. I'll dance for you. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
As long as it pays well.
Yeah.
Jackman.
Jackman Works, same thing everywhere, even on OnlyFans.
That's the thing.
You have to build that up a bit more.
Yeah, no, I can't tell if it's a joke, but I have a feeling that you are on OnlyFans.
I'm not on Cameo. Graz is on Cameo.
Are you on
I know,
Cameo?
yeah,
How many
yeah, I'm on
cameos have
Cameo.
you had?
I've had I don't want to say a ton, but I've had enough.
That's awesome.
It's weird. There you go. There's Jackman on. What is that? Is that? Oh my God! You are on Only. I knew you were on OnlyFans.
Look at those
Yep.
clogs.
Look at those stumps. It's like
Beautiful.
It's just it's
Oh
for the
my
legs.
gosh, It is
With
for
a
the
minute
legs.
left. Yeah, look at those. Look at those pipe cleaners.
Oh, we're over. We're a
Do
long time.
you
ago.
have any? Not that I'm saying you won't have any, but do you have any OnlyFans subscribers?
Not yet.
I like how you said yet.
You gotta start promoting that.
Yeah,
It'll
well,
happen.
that's what I've been trying to do, man. Like I got your back
And-
here.
And what are the tiers? What do I get to see if I subscribe?
I don't have any. I should set up. That's probably why I don't have any followers, because I don't have them set up yet.
Yeah, I mean, I signed up, but I was like, "There's no tiers, so I'm not gonna."
You should get some OnlyFans shirts for your trailer build.
Yeah.
But like, you should like start at the ankle and just work your way up.
I'm gonna take some tasteful nudes inside the camper, and then Arbortech's gonna find them in like months and be like, hey, "What is this?"
Oh my
I'm just
gosh.
gonna see like you metal grinding, tastefully nude.
Tasteful.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but just having
Tasteful.
like a face shield here and a face shield here.
It's art.
We're epoxying the trailer when you're crunched into the.
Never mind.
Yeah.
On
That
that
would be a tier
bombshell.
I'll
5.
just leave that alone.
On that bombshell, big thank you to everyone watching. Big thank you to Graz. Big thank you to Jackman for taking 2 hours out of your lives to hang out with us tonight. Hopefully you and our audio listeners, hopefully you got some last minute shopping ideas, last minute gift ideas for the maker in your life. And thanks, Hoff.
Thanks, Rosie.
And we'll catch you guys in the next one.
See ya.